Let's start by introducing some terminology that we will use throughout the rest of the course. We refer to an application as any separately managed software system, subsystem, component, service, or any other artifact. Now, note that the boundaries between applications are derived from administrative characteristics rather than high-level business descriptions. So, a software component or system that is managed as a single piece of work. You might have a very large system that is presented as one product, but internally you could have 7 applications, for instance, with different teams and different components. Here is a more drastic example. Imagine you have separate repo and pipeline per service, and all of these services together constitute what you call a product. I would then count each service in this scenario as a separate application. Now, a portfolio is a collection of these administrative things or applications within the scope of responsibility of a particular entity. Finally, the individual with accountability for managing and protecting a portfolio of applications is what we call a product owner. Let's talk about security. What is security? Well, if you ever have trouble remembering the definition behind it, think of the acronym CIA. Security is the triad confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Confidentiality refers to protecting the information from unauthorized access. Integrity means data are trustworthy, complete, and nobody has accidentally altered or intentionally altered, or no unauthorized user has modified it. Finally, availability means you can access data whenever you need it, so assets are available on request. The next term or definition is a more complicated one. So, SDLC, or Software Development Lifecycle, it's a systematic approach to software engineering that ends up producing high-quality software. Now, adherence to an SDLC optimizes development speed, minimizes project risks and costs associated with alternative methods of production. That is at least a more Wikipedia-like definition of it. Now, typical SDLCs only address security activities as separate and singular tasks, performed, for instance, during testing. Which brings us to the idea of baking security in the SDLC. So, a secure SDLC is a systematic approach to software development that integrates security activities throughout each phase of the software development lifecycle. Now, there is quite some debate regarding the acronym of the secure SDLC. My personal opinion is that we should still keep calling it SDLC because security is a quality and quality is an essential aspect of the regular SDLC. Next thing on the definition list is a software assurance program. Now, software assurance program is something that is broader and it actually includes SDLC. So, the software assurance program typically deals with 2 additional topics on top of SDLC. Again, by SDLC here, I mean the secure version of SDLC, of software development lifecycle. So, typically a software assurance program also deals with governance, risk, compliance, things that are related to software development, of course, and the operations aspect related to whenever the system is in production or is being operated.